Hello and welcome. Good evening, everybody. So, this is Lucy the Bold channel, and this is episode 101, part 16 of Dragon Castle. So, yesterday's video was on adding an addition to the barn, and we'll go down there and take a look at it because I did some more work afterwards. But then I got to looking, and I've been wanting to put a tower in someplace on my castle, but I wasn't sure if I wanted it actually attached to the castle or if I wanted it, separated away from the castle a little bit. So, if you remember once before, I walked up here and there was this hole over here, and I got to looking at it and I was thinking, you know what? I think I dug that out because I was getting minerals. But I was doing some work, and I'll show you. We'll go down here because it'll make more sense. So I was doing some work on the landing. I've still got to replace one of the other landings so that way all of the stone looks the same. But I added that piering column because in that one there on the corner of it, because there was nothing there that was actually holding up that side of the castle platform, and it bothered me, seeing that. So I thought, well, I need to put a column in, and that column actually runs all the way down to the ground. And then I noticed that there was a pocket of iron over there. You can kind of see where that cutout's at, where the yellow line is located towards. And I thought, I need iron. I need it really badly. So I mined it out, but then I had this big hole in it. I thought, yeah, this would be a pretty good place to have my my tower at. And I've never built one before. With the exception of pebbles. But that was a very minor, circular object for an attachment to the home that I'm building, for her. And I thought, well, I'm going to try this. So I had my spouse help me because me and math, we just don't get along very well. And yeah, so finally got the circle figured out for the diameter I want. And I'm going to put some windows in, at least one, maybe two more floors down inside. I will have to hollow out a little bit more, but there will be at least two more floors in there. And then I think I'm going to go up at least one more floor and then put a circular tower on it, where you can actually walk around and see outside with a lifted up roofing system on it. So that's the plan for that. So anyways, let's come down here. Now, the trees that I planted last night, before I left, are still here, but they haven't done anything yet. Now, the crazy thing is when I logged in this evening, the butterfly bushes were still little. Okay. So I'm glad I put the fence in back here behind me, because the goats and the yaks have tried to climb up the stairs. So I'm glad I got that there. So this is what I built yesterday in the other video. And I'm just going to leave the rock facing in there, because once again, I like the natural look of something being carved into the rock, but not overtaking the rock. So we got a wash tub basin out here. I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll dig up some ice and then I'll put ice in it. Okay, as some type of a water trough system. And then, of course, I did do a video once before on filling one of these things with ice, which is rather difficult to do. But this thing actually needs to be centered a little bit better. Let me pick that up. Bah. I don't know if you can hear my sheep in there. Or not sheep, but goats. But they're being quite talkative. Okay, that looks better. So I made the yaks bigger because they were both ready to be upgraded. Of course, they got a fireplace in, and then one of the people that I like to watch that does this type of lighting system, I liked it, so I thought, I don't have it anyplace else quite like this. So I thought, well, I'm going to do that in the barn. So I did that on both sides. So now that little baby sheep or goat was not here before. So all of a sudden now it is. And why is this guy sticking his head in the wall? Yeah, it's a solid wall. Weird. The animals are weird in this game. Alright, so this is the barn. Going to leave it the natural stone look, or in this case it's granite. And then there's that pillar going all the way up there. I suppose I could have recessed it in underneath further and then have it come down, but I decided to go ahead and, do it this way. Because I think everybody's builds should be different and no one's should look the same as someone else's. Alright, so this is the workshop. Okay. That was strange. Last night that straw rolled mats were not like that. Somehow they sunk down into the ceiling. I'll have to lift those up later. I wish you could open up the doors on these cabinets like in Valheim, where the cabinet would have storage of its own. But you can't. I put a chain in over here because I was thinking about it and I thought, well, you may have something that you need to hoist up. I know there's not engines, but like a wheel or something like that. So I did that. And then we got some barrels, probably some type of mead or wine. Could even be water. Oh, that reminds me, I need to put a well down here. A water well. Yeah, I'll do that. Huh. Just since I've been talking to you, that tree over there in that corner has started to grow. So that's interesting. And I'm going to leave the amethyst right there, just because I think it looks pretty. Okay, and then we come upstairs. Oh, that's where my bed was at. Alright, so we got some boxes and stuff. Looks like... Oh. Okay, I did not do a very good job on the floor. So let's get that fixed. And let's see here. This is... the fancy... I think it's the fancy stone block. Oh, no, here in a second. Yes. No, it's not the fancy stone block. Okay. It's not palm wood. You know what? Maybe it's half timber. That's what it is. Okay. Alright, so that's fixed. And then I need to put some type of railing. I've got a bunch of leftover windows. I'll probably use windows and put some type of railing around so, you know, you don't fall off. Okay. Oh, hey. And just since we've been in the barn, that tree popped up. That's pretty cool. So, anyways, let's go back up over here. So you can see how I've been doing this. Like I said, it's a pain. It's not something I've done before. I was very slow at it. Let's see here. What Thomas plays, he's good. That dude is fast at doing these. But then again, I know that he also probably speeds up his tapings. But I'm leaving this open right now until I drill down. That way I know where my exterior wall is at and where the floor is going to be at. So that's why that part's still open. But, I mean, you get a really good view of the dragon and stuff from here. Let's go back up here. Okay. Oh, okay. I know why now. All right. Okay. And then this is going to be the doorway to get in. And then I'll finish trimming this out once I get the door placed in. I have a window here. I think that's a good height. And then one here. So you can look outside. And then I'll have to trim around this from the outside too. That way it has a window frame around it, because right now it does not. Or I do like this, which is also feasible. Like that. So, and then do the same thing for the side. Alright, the flooring is 2 layers thick over here. And then this is also going to be a doorway out. The reason why I'm leaving this doorway out is I'm going to put a little garden right in here. And then a little pathway going up here to that little hole. So we can do that right now. And I think what I wanted to do is remove that one and then use this one. Like that, and then we'll put that block back in there. And then we can just, oops, hack off that and that, so that restores that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do for building upwards, stair step wise, is like this. Okay, and then I'm going to start wrapping this now. And that's close enough to the edge. And then this back side of it. And then we'll have a low landing. And because I can only go so far because of my borderline. Just kind of making this however I feel like it's going to look the best. Kind of like that. Yeah. Okay. And then start cutting that in. Like this. Then like that. And then this is actually going to come out. Like that. There we go. Yes, if you're working and you're on the outside of your yellow line while you're working, you do start taking frost damage. Which you need to be careful of because, you know, when you don't have the proper foods on, you will freeze yourself. Okay, and that's all the farther I'm going to go up because this will end up having a walkway coming out from it. And like I said, hopefully then we will be able to do that. And then over here on this side, I'm going to have this, I'm going to fill this in with some dirt, plant, you know, a couple trees over here and stuff because I've still got some in my inventory. I just got to get the dirt and then I need to put some soil down right in here, you know, that way I can do that. The other thing I can do while I'm out here is do like this with the window. Okay, and then we'll do this real quick. And we'll do the same thing with this window. Just like that. And then we're going to switch over to our roofing block and we're going to go up about right there. And then come out and come out about right there. So, yep, I think that looks good like that. And then we'll do that over here on this side. And then I'm done for the night. Oh, I think I put that up too high. There we go. There we go. I may extend that out a little bit farther. I'm not sure. But I like that. And that's what's important. As long as I like it, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Let me do the same thing to this. Eh. Like that. Okay, and then about right here is where we'll start the roofing. 1, 2, there, and there. Alright, so that is it for this evening. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And tomorrow I'll work on the next floor up and then putting the roof type of structure with the overlook on it. So with that being said, we'll say goodbye and good night to our dragon friend over there as he flies around. And you all have a good evening. Last I looked, I think it was at 288 or 290. So, oh, I have a even 300. Oh, hey, you know what? I will do something with a 300 plus, maybe on this hillside right here. And then that way I can sit there and change it, because at 300, my next goal will be is 500, and then keep on going from there. So anyways, everybody have a good evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you.